Hello movie lovers, Bob for Bob's Movie Review here, and today I'd like to review for you a movie I just watched called Lightyear. I was provided with a digital copy from Disney to review this one for you. If you do get a chance to check this one out, let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. It is available now on digital and will be releasing on physical media September 13th. Remember, you can find more information, click the links to purchase one down in the description. So Lightyear, I didn't really know anything about this one going into it. It is a story of Buzz Lightyear. It's not an origin story or a spin-off or sequel, I would say, to Toy Story. In fact, this movie has really nothing to do with Toy Story. It doesn't have like a similar look or even characters. It doesn't have Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear. It has Chris Evans. As I said, this isn't really like a spin-off or anything of Toy Story. It's not about toys. Imagine the Buzz Lightyear toy from Toy Story was based on a real person, and this movie is about that person. Now, some of the beginning of this really seemed heavily inspired by Star Trek. The look of the top of the ship they were in, the kind of the look of going fast, it just kind of really was reminiscent of Star Trek. So basically, they're on this trip. I'm not sure where they're going, but basically everybody's like in a cryo sleep kind of thing, and they come upon a planet, and Buzz gets up and he decides to land there, and they're gonna like investigate it, and if they decide to, they're gonna like wake up all the scientists or whatever to come check it out. So they get there, and there's like these giant bugs and like these giant vine plants that are attacking them, and so they decide, hey, we got to get out of here. This place is hostile. It's not a good place to be. And so they try to escape, and the plant like catches their ship, and it's like pulling it down, and Buzz manages to break free, and he's like doing like a hard pulling up on it, and they hit like a cliff or something, and it kind of, I don't know, it messes up one of the motors, and they end up crashing, and they don't have a way to escape. So somehow they have this other smaller ship, and they're trying to make this fuel for this really fast speed. I forget what they called it. And so they go to do a test for it, and one of the engines like blows up during the test, and so Buzz ends up having to come back before he reaches the speed they needed. And I forget what they call this, time dilation or whatever, but basically when he gets back, even though it's been only minutes for him, I think it was 4 years had passed when he gets back, and they're like, oh man, okay. So he really wants to help the people escape, and so they just show kind of him trying over and over and over, and every time he comes back, things have changed. People are getting older, and he's missing out on spending lives with his friends because they're kind of living their lives while he is doing all these tests. And eventually he comes home, and it's like his friends are dead, and it's their grandkids, and it's been so many years, and then an alien race comes to attack, and it's Zurg. Zurg was on Toy Story, and so then there's this whole twist with Zurg that's pretty interesting. And Buzz still wants to help everyone escape, and they kind of are like, we're not going to do this anymore. This is our home. We've been here for a really long time. Although to him it hasn't been that long, to them that's their new home, and they don't need to escape anymore. But he refuses to give up on it, and he has to reach this speed. He has to find the formula to do it. Now, this movie is kind of funny. There's funny jokes. There's a lot of action. I believe this was only in 1080 when I watched it, but it was a really nice look. Pixar movies always look great. It was definitely a fun movie. I wouldn't rank this like up in the greatest Pixar movies. Of course, subjective to the viewers. There are so many that were around when I was younger. I always feel like those are the best. And maybe people who are younger now, they'll think the ones that are made now are the best. That's just a generational thing. But I definitely don't think it's one of the best stories emotionally or comedically. I just feel like they've done so many better stories. This one is enjoyable. I feel like maybe possibly people had a little bit of backlash because it really has nothing to do with Toy Story in any way, other than Zurg and Buzz Lightyear. It's not in any way related to Toy Story. It's not a continuation, nothing to do with it. It's just a Buzz Lightyear story. But I did like the movie, guys. I thought it was fun. I think it was definitely enjoyable. Looked great, but it's more of kind of a sci-fi action with a light comedy kind of feel to it, and maybe, you know, maybe a little bit better for kids than some of the stuff you might watch like Star Trek or Star Wars or any of that kind of stuff. It's very similar feel to those, but definitely more kid-friendly. So I did enjoy this one, guys. I give it a 3.5 out of 5. Hope you did enjoy the video. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos to the show's videos, and I'll see you guys next time.